Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have an exciting video. We're gonna be trying out a brand new foundation. I'm gonna be putting it to the test, doing a full review and first impression for you guys. It is the brand new Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Look how cute this packaging is as well. I'm absolutely obsessed. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right over here. And if you wanna follow me over on Instagram, I will have that right here for you. We're gonna jump right on into this foundation. I also got the PR package, which offers 3 shades for me to try out, which first of all, look how cute that packaging is. It's all mirrored. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna swatch all 3 of them on my face for you before we get into it and see which one I'll be. If you guys have been watching me, you guys know this foundation right here is my holy grail. I'm obsessed with it. This one is the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. It gives more of an overall glow to the skin and like a natural finish. That has been literally my absolute favorite since it came out a few years ago. So this is what it looks like in the little PR packaging. I'm obsessed with the way that the packaging looks. It is so sleek looking. I love it. It also came with their soft matte concealers, which are not new, but I think that that actually goes well with the foundation. So I'm excited that they threw that in here, and I'm gonna use it as well when I do the foundation so we can kind of see how they work together. So the foundation is gonna retail for $40 and the foundation is gonna launch September 1st at Sephora or online at Nars. It is high coverage, low maintenance, and it's supposed to be a really soft matte finish. So what I thought was also really amazing on here is that it says that it's not going to shift shades, it's not gonna oxidize, it is supposed to be mask proof, which that is literally like a very high claim nowadays. What I also thought was really cool, and I'm like really intrigued to try it now, it says that it's developed with superior oil absorbing powders, biohyaluronic acid, and new hydromatte balancing complex to be shine, transfer, and mask resistant. Medium 2.5. Then we have medium 6 Aruba, Barcelona medium 4. So we're gonna go ahead and start swatching. I'm gonna prime my skin first with my favorite primer because I know this works amazing for me. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I'll apply that after we decide our shade. So this is what the packaging looks like all close up. I'm so in love with it. I think it is such a sleek vibe. What also caught my eye is that it's a squeeze tube, which I thought was so cute. I love the little detail of it being like a frosted, matte, plasticky kind of look. Super cute. You do get your standard 1.5 fluid ounces in here, which is great. I feel like this is really travel friendly because it is so small, but you still get the proper amount of foundation, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew the top. Really like that it is like that. That is super, super cute and convenient. I don't know what my shade will be. So this one is going to be the light one. 2.5 Sahil. Oh, that one's going to be probably too dark. Yeah. And then Barcelona I can get away with using when I am self-tanned in the other version of this, the Natural Radiant. So this one may work. Okay, so my guess is I'm going to be either this one or Barcelona, or I'll mix the two. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe this off, and I'll start by applying the lighter one first and then build my way up if I need to. Go to the Smashbox Photo Finish, just because I know this primer works well for me, and I do want to use the products that I know I'm gonna be using on the everyday to see if they do play nicely. And then as far as concealer, they did send over 3 shades as well. 1.5 Macadamia, Ginger, and then Praline. So I will probably be the lighter one in these. So I'll also use those as well when it's time for concealer. But I'm gonna start off by using the shade Sahil. I really hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. I'm gonna start off by applying it here. And then I'll add a touch of Barcelona as well. I love that they can stand up like this as well, and they're not toppling over everywhere. That's a plus. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start off with applying with a sponge. Honestly, the shade for mixing both of these looks great. That looks awesome. I probably can get away with just using a medium 2.5, so that is great to know. So far as I'm blending, it feels really great on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't even look like it's super drying or anything. Which is awesome, and it's not drying down right away. So there is wiggle room, which is great. It doesn't feel super heavy or tight on my skin. That actually looks really, really pretty. Like I said, I am a fan of glowy, natural looking foundation, but I have also been getting into a little bit more of the matte kind of makeup and matte foundation, or at least a little bit more mattifying, and I really love it. I don't love an overall matte look. I still need a hint of glow to it, or a hint of like luminosity to my skin to look like it's my skin really healthy, you know? But this foundation, because it is a soft matte look, it totally has that soft matte vibe, but also looks really healthy, and it doesn't look like it's drying on my skin at all. So I could totally see where they're saying it's a soft matte. Love that. Add a little bit more Barcelona just to my forehead. It's blending so well with the sponge as well. So that's awesome. I do have a dry patch around my nose and it kind of looks like it's clinging to that just a little bit, but honestly, I was expecting that just because it is a more matte foundation. It's not completely luminous. So I was expecting it to cling just a little bit. When I'm a little bit more tan, the Barcelona would be a perfect one for me. I think it definitely dried down. I can touch it and it feels really soft, but it feels really comfortable on my skin. Like it doesn't feel like it's super matte. I honestly don't even feel like I have to set it down, which is crazy. That's awesome actually, that you wouldn't have to. I'm gonna still do a tiny touch of it. I didn't even add concealer and I feel like that's covered. I am gonna add just a little bit, but I honestly think that looks really stunning. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer now. I'm gonna take the shade Macadamia. I'm gonna apply a tiny bit because I know this one is going to be a matte kind of concealer. I've heard so many good things about this concealer though, where it doesn't have like creasiness and it's pretty full coverage. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit there down my nose and here. And I'm just gonna use that same sponge and blend it away. You can definitely feel it being matte. It doesn't feel heavy though. Again, like that's one thing with these products is you don't feel it being like super stiff or heavy or like weighing your skin down at all, which is amazing. It also blends amazing with this foundation. I feel like they're paired really well together. Just gonna use my Laura Mercier to set just a tad, but I honestly don't feel like I have to at all, which is crazy. I'm loving this. I think it looks super full coverage, yet you don't need a lot to make it that full coverage. It also looks really natural, but it has that soft appearance. Like it looks like a very soft foundation, which is incredible. And it has that matte factor, which is awesome, but not too overpowering or too much. So if you're anything like me and don't like a lot of matte or a full matte look, you're gonna love this foundation because I already love it and I didn't even finish. I'll be right back to share with you guys the final thoughts. Wow, okay, so I have to pop in really quick while I'm doing my bronzer. I'm literally obsessed with the way this is looking. My skin looks so like porcelain. Also like still has that luminosity to it where it's not looking super matte, which is insane. I love that whole look. There is wiggle room to use the other products. It's not like you have to use them right away because it's like too dry or whatever. Didn't feel like I was like rushed to apply the foundation as well. All I can say is wow, I'm loving it. I'll be right back. All right, so I had to take my hair down. I'm literally living for this foundation right now. It is so nice. It feels amazing on my skin. I still feel like I have an overall like beat face and I still feel full glam, but I also feel like it's subtle and it's not like over the top. It's not over the top drying. It does claim to be transfer proof and mask proof. So I'm gonna grab a mask in a second and see if it actually is just that. And I would definitely recommend for myself to use less of the lighter shade because it's a little bit more on the pinker undertone. I honestly think my skin looks so good and it just looking like a really pretty soft glam. Absolutely love it. I'll come back on camera later on and share with you guys my final thoughts. I'm not sure how long it's going to be yet, but I will hop back on and I will leave it in the description what like the overall thoughts were throughout the day. But you guys, like literally loving it. I love the way my skin looks. Oh, let me go get a mask and see if it's mask proof. I did grab a mask. Mine definitely just broke, but we're just gonna look past that and I'm gonna put it on and see if it is meeting up to the claim of being mask proof. Let me see. That's nuts. The only thing that got in there was my lipstick because I just put it on. Literally nothing is on this. That is literally my lipstick, I promise. You guys, literally nothing is on this. All my foundations and powders that I've been using lately just get into the inside of my mask. I can't find out a way to make it not transfer. They're not transferable on my clothes, but they transfer into the mask. I think it's just like the heat of your mouth, you know, warming up the mask and stuff, but I'm so blown away. Literally, I'm blotting and nothing is coming off. I'm touching my skin, nothing's coming off. Could this be the new 2020 foundation? Now I'm sure if I were to go outside with a mask on and be sweating and be in that mask for like over an hour or something like that, I'm sure it's gonna like make heat happen in there and it will transfer a little bit. I think that's just inevitable with anything, but for applying it about 25 minutes ago to putting on that mask and not having anything transfer with me even rubbing, that's crazy. I'll hop back on camera in a little bit and share with you guys the end results and end conclusion on this foundation, but as of right now, your girl is loving it. All right, guys, so I'm back now. There's just a few little tweaks here and there that I'm gonna just touch on, but that's it. Like, overall, love the foundation. The only thing is for me with the shades, I was given 3 of them, which I'm so thankful for. I did try and make it work with the ones that I was given, so I did go ahead and mix it like you saw. I feel like I would be better off with just using the shade Barcelona though. It was more on the pinkish undertone, at least when I was done with it, but it kind of looks okay. Around my mouth, it always gets a little bit weird, so I kind of want to watch out for that. Not loving how that looks right here. Bypassing that, overall, I think it looks really, really good. It did start getting a little splotchy right here, but honestly, that's nothing that I'm too concerned with. My thing is just the shade that I picked for myself. Other than that, I love the way it feels, the way it looks. You still had wiggle room and time to use your other products. It didn't dry instantly, which was amazing. It has that really nice soft matte finish, but you can still get away with like building it up to be super full coverage matte, but also like toning it down as well, which I absolutely love. You can go ahead and spritz your face to give a little bit more of a hydrated feel, but you don't even need to do that. Like, I feel like my skin feels really nice. Yeah, I kind of see that blotch now a lot more right here. It hid every blemish, I think, that I had. Like, I had a lot going on right here and over here, and I honestly don't see it. And for it being a soft matte look, it's not really clinging to it either, so that's amazing. Overall, I would give this foundation a plus, and I would totally recommend it to you guys. The concealer is, like I said, pretty old out there, so I would still recommend that for you. I like to carve out my brows with this one as well. I feel like it's a really nice full coverage concealer. So yeah, I will have all the details for these products down below. Make sure to check it out. And not wait to continue to use it. You'll probably see it in upcoming videos as well. And I think it's gonna be like the perfect foundation for fall. Yeah, I believe that is all for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it and maybe found it a little bit helpful. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.